Alright, what's up guys? It's Aaron from How To's by Bros, and today I'm going to show you how to fix an anterior pelvic tilt fast at home. So this is a really simple tutorial, a lot easier to do it when you have some practical advice. So this is going to be practical advice that you can use to help you get over the anterior pelvic tilt even quicker, how to fix it quicker and a lot faster than the other videos that I saw. So what you're going to do, first I'll show you what an anterior pelvic tilt is, obviously. So what an anterior pelvic tilt is it's just anterior forward, and then so your pelvis is tilting forward basically. So what an anterior pelvic tilt looks like is this. This is really extreme. See how my lower back is curved? So as I said, it's where your lower back is curved just like this and your butt is sticking way out. So why that's bad is because you want to be straight, because when you're curved like this, it could cause like pinched nerves and it can cause a lot of lower back pain. In fact, I struggled with an anterior pelvic tilt until I fixed it, and it was not easy to fix, but we'll get you going. So lower back is curved, that's an anterior pelvic tilt, all right, where your abs are not activated and you're kind of just like in this position, okay? So that's an anterior pelvic tilt. So how we're going to fix that is just being aware throughout the day that you have an anterior pelvic tilt and being aware of your hips. What we're going to start off doing is we're going to do a cat-cow pose just to get you used to moving your hips. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to stick your butt out. This is an anterior pelvic tilt right here, where your pelvis is, where your butt's way up in the air. And then this is a posterior pelvic tilt. So you want to be able to go in both of these positions and really get familiar with this movement, okay? So kind of play around with that and just kind of mess with it until you can do this like pretty comfortably and your back can be nice and flat, just like that, okay? So once you have that down, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand up and practice having a posterior pelvic tilt, which is the opposite of an anterior pelvic tilt. So anterior pelvic tilt, posterior pelvic tilt, where your back is flat and you can't really see your butt. It's kind of just like tucked under. Okay, that's a posterior pelvic tilt, just like that. What you want to do is practice that position because you want to go in the opposite position as the anterior pelvic tilt. So when you're standing up, you want to just be aware, okay, am I doing a huge anterior pelvic tilt? If you are, fix it and just do a posterior pelvic tilt, just like that. It's really simple, guys. Just get used to doing an anterior pelvic tilt. And I'll show you a few exercises at the end of this video that can really improve your anterior pelvic tilt and really fix your anterior pelvic tilt. So yeah, just being aware. So when you're standing up, just go into a posterior pelvic tilt, and really that will help you. Okay, the main thing is when an anterior pelvic tilt is when you're sitting down, that's when it kills you, okay? That's when it kills your back. That's when you're going to experience a lot of back pain, especially if you work a 9-to-5 job or on the computer all day. It's going to be tough to get over this pain. So what you're going to do while you're sitting down is be aware of your anterior pelvic tilt while you're sitting down, okay? So I'm in an anterior pelvic tilt. If you see that, my back is curved and my butt's sticking out, okay? Okay. What you want to do is squeeze your core and get your lower back in a more flat position, and then you want to do your work. And then if you can do that all day long, you will be able to fix your anterior pelvic tilt very quickly, okay? I don't know exactly how long, it depends how severe your anterior pelvic tilt is, but you can just do this and just keep in mind, use your core, okay? One thing that you can tell that you're in an anterior pelvic tilt is your belly is relaxed, okay? You do not want your belly relaxed. You want your belly squeezed, core squeezed, and your butt, like I said, flat, just like that. So when you're sitting down, just do that and just be aware of that, practice that, and you're gonna fix the anterior pelvic tilt. Okay, now these are a few exercises you can do, or stretches, actually one stretch and one exercise that you can do to improve and fix your anterior pelvic tilt. okay? The first one is a lunge, classic lunge position. But what you're going to do is you're just going to push your hips into the ground, okay? Just straight down towards the ground, okay? And this is going to really stretch your hip flexor, okay? This is really going to stretch your hip flexor because when you're in an anterior pelvic tilt, your hip flexors are tight, so you want to stretch your hip flexors. So do that on both sides. Do about 30 seconds. You can do like 30 seconds each leg, once a day, twice a day. And that's going to help a little bit, but the main thing that will help is you just being aware of your anterior pelvic tilt. So now I'm going to give you one exercise you can do to strengthen your abs and strengthen your core so you are in a better position when you're sitting down or standing or running or whenever you have that lower back pain. What you want to do is just do a crunch basically. It's called a clam. So you're going to put your feet together like this and just crunch up. Make sure you're squeezing your core and you're going straight up, okay? And you want to keep your lower back flat because you don't want to have an anterior pelvic tilt and do abs because it's not going to work your abs first of all, and it's going to get you in an even worse position. So you want to just put your back flat. So if you see the difference, my back is arched. Okay, this is an anterior pelvic tilt while I'm doing a crunch. That's what the position you're going to want to go towards, but you want to keep your back flat so there's no room under here and you're using all your core. Okay, and another one to strengthen your lower abs is a reverse crunch. So what you're going to do for these is go up and show off your white legs.
Legs are hot dogs.
Okay, so those are some good, that's some good strengthening exercises you can do to get your anterior pelvic tilt under control. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Just be aware of your anterior pelvic tilt and put yourself in a posterior pelvic tilt as much as you can, 24 hours a day, whenever you can, while you're awake, while you're sleeping. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you do those stretches and those exercises like I told you, but pretty much just be aware of it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And the reason I made this video is I'm really passionate about the good news of Jesus. What the good news of Jesus is this is what changed my life. Jesus died on the cross and rose again on the third day for me personally. And he died for my sins and he rose again for me. Jesus satisfied God's wrath by dying on the cross. If you want to find out more about that, click the link in the description to find out more on teensreallymatter.com. You can find out more about the gospel because that's the whole reason I'm making these videos. Because there's so much more important thing than doing how-to videos. You want to just give your life to Jesus. It's the best decision you can ever make. But yeah, just click the link in the description for more about Jesus. God bless.